Greg Vincent here, welcome to the show. Today I'm here with Mark Hardman and Brad Hardman. Great to have you guys on the show. From Box and Burn. We're out here at the Connect Fitness out at the UWS at Richmond. And firstly, Mark, can you just give us a little bit of a behind the scenes about Box and Burn and what it's all about?
It's a 10-week weight loss challenge. We decided, me and my wife started it a year and a half ago, that we would do a weight loss challenge instead of the everyday boot camp. You know, there's a million boot camps out there, but you know, we believe that with the weight loss challenge, and they weigh in every week, that they've got, you know, they're only going to be competing against themselves as well as everyone else on the scales, instead of just going training hard and going home and having a pizza and a beer.
Yeah.
So
it's something that's actually monitored. You know, it keeps them sort of on track.
On track, and it does. And you know, they've got a goal, and they know that by the end of the 10 weeks they're going to have a result, and that's what it is, instead of just training every day at the boot camp. And with the Box and Burn, it's based around everyone from ages from 10 to 62. We've had people do it, and there's 4 different levels of groups. So we've got a yellow group, a green group, a blue group and a red group, which is, the yellow group is a low impact group with no running for people who don't want to do running, or they want to do all the box and cardio. And then the green group's got a little bit of running, and then the blue group's got a bit of running and jogging, and then the red group's got sprints as well as all the box and cardio, and you know, hit the burpees and stuff like that.
Oh, great. So it's not just, because some people might think, oh, box and burn, and you know, it's sort of, maybe it's a physical thing where they're getting belted and you know, they're in the boxing ring and all that sort of side of things, and it's about raising awareness about, you know, what it's actually really like.
It's all box and cardio. It's based around that. You know, they say that the box and cardio is the biggest calorie burner, and me and Brad grew up, you know, doing boxing with Les Murray. So we the way that we knew how to train people was boxing. So that's how we based the program around.
Well, that's great. And Brad, it's funny, I didn't realise, but yeah, your mum, Deb actually went to school with my sister Bev at Windsor High. You know, we're all locals, and yeah, it was interesting. I was just watching the TV. You were interviewed on TV today. You were featured with Daniel Beale. You know, he's the IBF middleweight champion. After downing Tony Mundine, that was, you know, big thing for Australia. And you've been now. Can you just give us a bit of an insight into yourself, because you're a golfer, you used to be a good footballer, and now you're into the boxing side.
Yeah, well, I grew up, like, I'm born and raised in Windsor. Played Windsor rugby league for the Wolves since I was 4 years old, all the way to 15.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a car accident, and I lost my leg out of the car accident, and had a couple of years a bit off the rails and all this sort of stuff, and then turned it around, and now had a bit of game of golf. And fortunately, I can play the best courses in Australia and a couple overseas. Went to now I picked up doing some boxing. Met Jolly Lewis and started training down Sydney with him, and then that's how this whole boxing boom came about for me. My uncle started, like he said, about a year and a half ago, and at the time, at the first session, I couldn't make it because of work commitments, and now I'm freed up on the Tuesdays for the main day, and been here every Tuesday since.
So it's Monday and Tuesday?
The Tuesday is the program. It's a 10-week, you get a 10 weeks on a Tuesday, you get 6 weeks free as well on a Monday, you get a pair of boxing gloves, you get a drink bottle, and you also get a t-shirt. And it's pretty much only around $12.50 to do the whole program, and at the end of the program, you get a chance to win $1,000 prize money. There's prize money involved as well.
Wow.
There's Connect Fitness have got memberships as well, so it's a lot of cash and prize money at the end of it. So not only
So it's $12.50 a session.
that's $200 for 10 weeks.
Yep.
And you get 6 weeks on a Monday, and you get 10 weeks training on a Tuesday. You get a t-shirt, you get a pair of boxing gloves, and you also get a drink bottle.
Oh.
And you get
Sounds
the
like
the best. Yeah, you get a chance to train with in-sport trainers like Brad Hardman.
Well, Brad's, I mean, you're now in a position where you've been accredited to be able to go and compete in the Olympics, you were saying, so?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And he runs around there on Tuesday nights, and he gets down, he does push-ups, he gets up and punches. And out of that, you know, we've got over 100 people, probably out of the 90 people, they don't realise that Brad's amputee, and they sit down and say to him, this stuff you're making us do, you do it. And he gets down and does it, and you know, if he took his pants off, I reckon that half their eyes would fall out.
Wow.
And so, yeah, we're lucky to have him in part of the team, and everyone who's got to know him, you know, just say it's inspiration to be trained by someone like him.
He's such an incredible inspiration to others. I can just only imagine that, you know, the dark space you probably ended up in, you know, after the accident, and you know, because you were playing at the elite level of football. You know, I think you were saying Trent Waterhouse said that you were the toughest bloke he's ever played against, and so obviously that career change, everything just got turned into complete turmoil.
Oh, for sure, you know, complete stop. Like, you had all these dreams, like every other kid you're playing, you're making these representative sides, and then I made the Harold Matthews Penrith Panthers team. You know, and it's always like, you know, you want to play New South Wales, Australia, first grade, and end of that season, that's when I had the car accident.
Blink of an eyelid, anything changes, you know, and then, but to then turn that around, and then be in a position where, you know, you've gone back to sport. Sport's just amazing for being able to get your mental toughness happening and keep your motivation going.
Oh, for sure. I noticed that I work with a lot of kids as well, but I've noticed that with a lot of adults now I'm working with in this box and burn program.
Some of the toughest people we ever met, like there was a bloke there who was 140 kilos. He couldn't get life insurance because he had high blood pressure and he has type 2 diabetes, and he lost 40 kilos, and not only could he get life insurance, he was off his blood pressure tablets as well. So he's had some amazing results, and actually he didn't even win it. Yeah, so that's how much the first one, he lost 40 kilos and he still didn't win it. But then there's a lady there who's actually done every box and burn and progressed slowly, that's what it's about, and she started at 138 kilos and she's actually down to 68 kilos, so she's lost 50% of her body weight in the 5 box and burns. And you know, like those people are the real people, you know what I mean? It's inspirational to see them out there doing it, you know, Carol, you know, and the lady who lost the last one, I think she lost 27 kilos. We had guys who was 31 kilos.
Wow.
Some amazing results out of all of them, you know. But the people that keep coming back week after week and smiling and just say, you know, this is what they look forward to. They have a bad day and, you know, you feel down and you get out there and then it just picks you back up, you know, getting out training and punching. And it picks us up too, like if we're having a bad day and you get out there training and it just clears your head. That's what it's about. Yeah. You know.
And to see the rewards for that as well. I mean, even outside of this, I know that you're saying, oh, Brad, you're going in now and doing some inspirational talks for at schools and just, I mean, you're a brilliant example for the young ones that, you know, want to go on and aspire to do and achieve things.
Oh, yeah, I try, you know, I get out there trying to just inspire people and trying to help out any way I can, and especially with a lot of these box and burn people, like their attitudes, what I've known has changed. They lost their weight. You know, they got that spring in their step probably back for years. Like they haven't been down to this weight for, you know, they haven't told us, but I can just imagine it's been, you know, years from them, and now they're coming every week training. They're absolutely just going 110% for the whole hour, just, you know, smashing it right up.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, as I said, I mean, it sounded like it was sort of, okay, well, let's get out there and let's get into the boxings. And you know, some people might think that it's about, you know, something that's really physical, you know, getting out there and learning how to box. You learn that, but it's more about the cardio.
Yeah, it's clear in your head. Like, we've got 4 stations, so there's 15 minutes on each station. Brad will be on a station, I'll be on a station, we've got Gary on a station, and Daniel Lewis and James Ambrose on a station. So what we do, we've got a weight station where there's 2 kilos weights, there's a 1 kilo weight, so you're just doing a boxing, 15 minutes cardio of the boxing.
Right.
And then you move on to James, who's a certified fitness instructor. He's level 3-4, and so he'll be doing like the lunges and squats or a bit of running, depends what group he gets. you know, like I said, there's 4 different groups, so there's 4 different levels. Then they move around to me. They'll be on the boxing pads and, you know, doing a bit of boxing. And then they move to Brad as well. So there's 3 stations where you'll be doing boxing. And there's 1 station there with James, who's a certified fitness instructor. He does other stuff there.
Fantastic. Look,
So we offer everything we can offer, and you know, and they keep coming back. So obviously they're enjoying as much as we're enjoying it as well.
well, you're doing a great thing for the Hawkesbury. I know that was what you, when we spoke on the phone earlier, you said you'd heard that you know, the Hawkesbury was sort of identified as one of the areas as the most obese people.
It was voted #1 in the Telegraph last year before I started it. As the biggest obese area in New South Wales. So me and my wife, you know, she said, you know, do you want to do something? I said, the only thing we know how to do is, you know, boxing exercise. So we said, yeah, we'll start this program. We only started up as a one-off.
Mm-hmm.
The first one was sponsored by Tony Ferguson Weight Loss, and he came out and he spoke to people and, you know, offered our products. We had Johnny Lewis there, you know, then Brad's come along and we just kept it going.
It's great to see how it's all unfolding, and you're doing a great thing for the Hawkesbury. Just finally, you know, you guys have lived in the Hawkesbury for a long, long time.
Born and bred in the Hawkesbury. I was actually born in the old Windsor Hospital. I went to Oakville Public School, went to Windsor High, and still love the area. My wife's actually said for years, you know, can we move away? And I said, no way. Like, this is it. We go around. I played football for Windsor. I coached, you know, 7 teams. I coached Brad at football at Windsor.
Yeah.
You know, I've helped Les and followed him around in his boxing career, and now I've been training Brad when he's come back. So, you know, we've done everything together as a team. Brad's played golf all around the world, and I taught him to play golf left-handed because his dad left him when he was 2, and I was like a father figure. So he's had to play golf around the world left-handed, and he's actually right-handed.
Oh, wow.
I feel sorry for him, but yeah.
No, that's great. So, I mean, if you just give us a little bit of what do you love about the Hawkesbury? What is it about the Hawkesbury from both of you? Brad, you go first.
Oh, well, the Hawkesbury, like I said, I grew up. There's some good spots around here if you ever people want to outside come and visit or have a whole bit of a holiday. There's some nice golf courses here, Windsor, Richmond, and then the new one at Linwood at Pitttown. Yeah, so a couple of nice spots here. There's a little river down the road. You can have a little boat cruise and some old buildings. It's been here for, I don't know, when you get off the Windsor Station, it's got the sign up there, 18 something.
Yep.
And Macquarie Arms is pretty famous up there, one of the oldest pubs in Australia. It's got written on there, so it's just about, you know, just something different, I guess, for the people outside.
Yeah, we've got so much heritage, but also the whole atmosphere, landscape around it as well,
yeah.
and just the people, I think.
Yeah, that's what I like about it, you know. We've got the hustle and bustle of the city, and being growing up involved in, you know, football and boxing in the community. No matter where you go in the Hawkesbury, you know someone, and you always have, you know, can have a friendly chat. So, and I wouldn't leave it for the world, anything.
Yeah, and that's one of the great things is that the sports involvement around the Hawkesbury as well.
I think it's a great thing to get your kids involved, because that's how you grow up. And you know, all my friends since I was 10, and I'm still friends with all the people I play football with. So.
It's interesting when you see some of the old photos of the footy teams and all that in there. So, you know, some fond memories out there in the paddock.
Oh yeah, definitely. I actually started at Macquarie Park.
Yeah.
There was no Windsor football oval there, so that's how long ago we started, and then Windsor football actually got built, and then that's when Brad started his career at Windsor Footy Oval.
Terrific. Oh, look, it's been great to catch up with you both. If people are in a position where they want to join in with Box and Burn, what do? They go to, is there a website they go to?
There's a Facebook page, Box and Burn 10-week weight loss challenge. The next one starts, registration is August 16, down at Windsor Football Oval between 6 and 8 o'clock.
Okay.
So, yeah, number.
Yeah,
the phone number is 0408 401 488.
Okay. All right. We'll put all your details in underneath this video. But it's great to catch up with you guys, and all the very best with Box and Burn, and all the best with your endeavours to hopefully make it to the Olympics and all that sort of stuff. So it's just great to hear where you've got to from where you were a few years ago. So,
Yeah, no, thanks.
Yeah, you're an inspiration to the Hawkesbury, both of you.
Thanks.
Thanks, Steve.